ladies and gents, this is the final part of my Naruto rant. And just a heads up, I will probably redo this when I have proper equipment, maybe a webcam, probably a camcorder actually, with a mic and a whole thing. But for now, we'll have to deal with this. Anyway, in this part, we will be reviewing basically why is Naruto, after what I've proven in the last 6 parts, why is it successful? Why is it considered the #1 anime and manga ranked here in North America? Well, I'm going to be talking about that, and also going into part that also how its popularity has also brought its downfall. Now, why is it popular? I'm going to be straight off the bat. Americans, and this because it's produced in America, Americans get it first, not us. America loves ninjas. Ever since the 60s and 70s, basically after all the wars they've had involving Asians, such as the Japanese, the Koreans, the Chinese, the Vietnamese, they basically kind of absorbed it and enjoyed the culture. And ninjas is no different. They sucked it in. If you looked into how many ninja movies came out, 3 ninjas, American Ninja, tons of ninja movies that came out, all involving an American learning Japanese or any form of Asian martial art and it turning into a ninja fling. So basically what happened was whoever took in the dubbing rights for Naruto or for just whatever, I don't even care basically, but whoever did probably didn't care and just like, oh, ninjas, this is awesome, we have to take it, let's do this right now. The kid's like, even though there's a whole thing for by the people who did it in Japan, Kishimoto saying he doesn't want his thing being altered in any way, like that was in the contract. Like they didn't even care. I just heard them said yeah, signed the contract and got it, and it became a big hit. Not because of the show is really any good, but because it's ninjas and ninjas sell. And it sells incredibly well because, well, that's basically what's coming up next. It's the merchandise. Naruto has one of the biggest anime merchandises that you will ever fucking find for an anime. I mean, the cosplays on itself is immense. And you know what's the best part about these cosplays? It doesn't matter if you're tall, short, not the right weight, or even the exact gender. You can still dress up as your favorite anime characters. Which is why it has scarred many people. Also, video games for Naruto is a pain in the ass because for every 1 video game that will come out for any other manga, 3 will come out for Naruto. It's fucking insane. It's the same thing with Dragon Ball Z, except for the Dragon Ball Z games, they got better as they went along. And they're still making games after the story is finished, so you really can't blame them all that much. But for Naruto is that they make so many games that they actually, what they do is that they usually make video games according to how the story is going along. So you make, now Shippuden, you think there'll be more Shippuden games. No, they actually go back to remake their original games or just make new games with them as kids to remake it. And they don't even change all that much. And even though, if they actually read the fucking manga, they would see that there's new things like new costumes, new attacks, and all that shit. No, they don't change the fucking content. It's the same shit over and over again. And correct me if I'm wrong, but because I don't play these fucking Naruto games, and I've won, but I haven't touched that after like a week I've played it. It's just, I've had it for months now. I'm probably selling it because I fucking can't take it. One Naruto game that I know of that allows you to play as the 4th Hokage. It's gay. There's such a character deficiency in those games. They should fucking stop worrying about quality and constantly trying to improve, but they're trying to get more playable characters in there. Fuck. It's retarded. It's like, okay, I admit, not all Naruto characters are actual fighters, such as Ino, for example, but like, why is there Konohamaru Corps in there? If they are in there, fucking make them Shippuden at least, not make them these little kids running around. Why is Hanabi and Anko randomly placed inside there? There's no fucking point. Put characters that are important along with the 4th fucking Hokage. Now tell me this is not awesome. What they would do is that they put the original Team 7. You got Minato, you got Teenage Kakashi, you got Rin, and you got Obito. That'd be fucking brilliant. Or, and like a younger Jiraiya, maybe put in Dan if they want, or in some Tsunade. Like, bring back older, bring back characters that they're adding more. Like, the game I have, for fuck's sake, has like all of the Konoha dozen, but it barely has any of them from Shippuden, like for an adult version. So I'm like, what the fuck is the point? almost no Akatsuki members. You know, we know the secrets of pretty much all of them, so there's nothing to worry about. I don't know. Fuck, they have to take up their game, kick it up, or no one else is gonna buy their fucking stuff. And if you want to know why I keep bashing Naruto and comparing it to Dragon Ball Z, not simply because of what I've already explained before. Is, I don't know, there's something about Naruto that doesn't, like, it's based off something great, but it's nothing like it. And it's, I don't know, I really can't explain it, but there's one way that I can say it. It's just that it doesn't have the shonen quality. Because Naruto is considered a shonen manga. It's in Shonen Jump, it's a shonen, you can consider it like a shonen superstar, right? And it's one of the best. But it doesn't have the shonen quality. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't have the same key points and things that involve in other mangas and animes, and Naruto doesn't touch those. For example, there's no actual general power-ups. Like, you all know that there's certain points in different animes where characters get new weapons, new powers, something happens, they get stronger. In this case, it rarely happens. They have basically the same amount of power the entire show. So you lose out on that quality that you see in so many other mangas and animes. Also, the character doesn't actually possess that kind of seriousness and also goofiness that characters have. And along with that is the strength. And a character that's a lot like Naruto is Tsuna from Hitman Reborn. He's kind of a pussy, he still is now, but when the fight comes around, he's fucking serious and he kicks serious ass. Naruto doesn't. He wins battles by frog's hair's breadth, as Johnny would say. It's just not a shonen. It's just not. I've seen shoujis like Inuyasha that are more shonen than Naruto. It's just not. It just doesn't have that sort of. I have no idea how to explain it, but it doesn't have that feeling of the shonen. It doesn't have. It should not even be in Shonen Jump. It should not be in Shonen Superstars. It just should not be there. It doesn't have the feeling of a shonen anime. I don't know what we should consider it, but it's just not one of the best. It's not shonen. Get it out of here. And one more thing I should add is that shonen, a typical thing about shonen animes and mangas, they have sort of this, I wouldn't say family feel, but the characters that they have, the main characters are usually band together, and they're very close, and they're always there. With Naruto, it's not. You don't see that, like, you mention a bunch of characters, but it revolves around 3. Like, it doesn't really matter what the other ones are, even though they're considered, like, main characters. In Bleach, you got Ichigo, you got, like, a ton of characters. Ichigo, Orihime, Chado, Ishida, and all the other Shinigames, and other groups and all that kind of stuff. But you always see them around. There's a ton of characters, but they're always around. They're always here. One Piece is the crew now. Nami, Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, and Brook. They're big, but they're all together. They're always there, and you always see other flashbacks from other characters. They're always involved in some way. Dragon Ball Z, they're all there. There's a ton of characters, they're all there. Hitman Reborn, the Guardians and other characters, they're all there. They all keep coming back, and there's a ton of characters. In Naruto, it's not there. What the fuck? Just to be fair, Naruto is actually making a comeback. If you've checked out my weekly reviews, Naruto's actually making a comeback now. He's actually doing exactly like I said he would with the QB, and I'm like, I got it. I was fucking right. That's not the problem with Naruto. Too fucking predictable, the show. Even though it's all over the place, you can pretty much predict it, or at least I can. Other animes, you know, have big moments like, ooh, a day twist. They always have those big plot twists. But Naruto, it's always the fucking same bullshit. That's why it doesn't have the thrill anymore like it did in the original series. And you know what? I wish they actually had done it originally. The like how Kishimoto wanted it. And I think he had like kind of more of more zest and more ambition, and I don't know. He had this quality that made him different. So yeah, they should have done it that way. But anyways, if you saw my review, it's basically either Naruto controls its Kyuubi's power now, or if he doesn't, Kyuubi's released and it's game over. I know for us, we don't really give a fuck at this point. Even Naruto fans don't even care. They're just there to make fanfics. Like, Naruto's only popular because it's fanfics, and that's it. And I'll keep making fanfics based on that. If you see my fanfic page, it's just full of projects in the works for Naruto, just because it's so easy to fucking work with, and how it owns compared to the original. So that's basically it.